Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi dan selamat malam. Uh, Terima kasih kepada semua pengguna TCD versi kedua ini. Okey, pada malam ini saya akan tunjukkan kepada anda preview bagaimana cara menggunakan perisian TCD versi kedua. Okey, okay, good night everybody. So tonight I will show you how to use this new latest version of the table connector design, dan saya juga akan menerangkan beberapa function yang ada dalam software ini untuk memudahkan anda membuat penulisan. Baik, setelah anda login dalam sistem software ini, anda akan berjumpa paparan seperti ini. Paparan pertama adalah proposal info, research scope, problem statement dan sampai ke bawah lah. Ini adalah semua keperluan yang perlu ada dalam penulisan proposal ataupun thesis. Baik, sebelum kita bermula, before we are starting this to use this software, we can see the top of the left side. There is 5 buttons which is provided to you in order to use help you find the literature, whatever it is. So first button is button preview. Okay, button pertama adalah button butang preview. Button yang kedua adalah button Mendeley. Ini adalah link untuk anda linkkan secara direct kepada Mendeley. Dan button yang ketiga, di sini saya sediakan beberapa link untuk memudahkan anda membuat carian dalam internet. Sebagai contoh, Google Scholar, just press Google Scholar ni, button dia akan keluar satu button kat sini, button Google Scholar. Masa anda menulis nanti akan memudahkan anda membuat penulisan. Dan second yang kedua adalah button Science Hub untuk memudahkan anda retrieve the article dalam kita nak mencari literature dan sebagainya, untuk memudahkan kita dalam penulisan kita nanti. Kemudian di samping itu ada beberapa link lain yang saya sediakan di sini, termasuk di OAG, Scopus, ResearchGate, MySite, MyJournal. Ini adalah link-link yang untuk memudahkan anda mencari literature, membantu penulisan anda dalam bab 2 dan sebagainya. The fourth button is button paraphrase. For those who are writing your proposal in English, then you can use this paraphrase links. Is a direct link to the field books. And then the fifth button is the button translator, iaitu those who are writing in bahasa Melayu, bahasa Malaysia. So this can help you to translate from English language to bahasa Malaysia language or bahasa Indonesia language. So di sini button utama, butang-butang utama yang ada dalam perisian ini. Dan di sebelah kiri anda terdapat beberapa keperluan button yang akan memudahkan anda dalam penulisan thesis ini. Okey, bermula daripada proposal info. Baik. Okey, let me start. Okey, kita bermula dengan proposal info. Anda boleh memulakan penulisan anda atau menggunakan perisian ini dengan di bahagian proposal info terlebih dahulu. Iaitu apabila anda tekan bahagian button ini, dia akan keluar satu paparan seperti ini. Jadi anda isi, anda tekan atau pilih whatever you want to do. Let's say I'm writing my proposal. This is a proposal, so I choose a proposal. So the second tables is the title table. This is not the final title. This is the working titles. Just write down your working title. Let's say I'm contohnya, an example, I'm doing my research on halal purchase intention. So I write the topic here, the relationship between moral obligations toward halal purchase intentions among Muslims in Canada. Let's say this is my research. Okay, right. And then the second level of studies just shows anda berada di dalam level mana, sama ada masters, doctor of philosophy or degree. first degree dan sebagainya. So tulis this is a Doctor of Philosophy. Just write down your name here, which university you are studying is. Let's say I'm studying my PhD in University Malaya, and what the current years of your study. So just write down here. So after you finish fill this, just press button save. So when you press the button save, the color change to the green color. When the color change to the green color, it means that your data is saved properly. So we can preview here. Just press button preview, then you can see the writings. The writings that you wrote just now is appear in your proposal templates here. So this is your proposal templates. Okay, right. After that, we are moving to the research scope. Research scope adalah bahagian di mana anda perlu memahami skop dan konteks pelajaran, konteks penulisan anda, iaitu anda perlu memahami perkara ini terlebih dahulu, iaitu research scope ataupun dalam kuantitatif kita panggil dia sebagai dependence variable. Let's say dalam kajian saya ni saya mengkaji halal purchase intention. So my dependence variable is halal purchase intention. Halal purchase intention. So this is my research scope or research dependence variable. Jadi after you di sini kita hanya membuat satu catatan untuk memastikan bahawa kita punya pemboleh ubah itu adalah pemboleh ubah yang tepat. Bagaimana kita nak mengenali pemboleh ubah ini adalah pemboleh ubah yang tepat adalah perkara ini perlu dirujuk kepada your problem statement. If your problem statement is halal purchase intention, so your dependence variable is halal purchase intention. Or if your problem is let's say teacher stress, so your dependence variable or your research scope is teacher stress. So you have to define your dependence variable first and your research scope in order to generate your literatures and so on. So after your anda mengisi maklumat dependence variable di sini dan anda tekan button save. So this maklumat ini akan disimpan. Okay, after we have find our dependence variable ataupun keyword for your research, let's move to the first and foremost, that the most important things in your research, in our research, is a problem statement. So based on your dependence variable, start looking for the literatures literature yang berkaitan dengan kajian anda. Jadi di sini sebagai contoh saya akan padan dulu yang telah saya buat sebelum ini, and then sebagai contoh, okay, this is my former previous data. So problem statement ini saya will start. Okay, baik. Di sini anda terdapat satu paparan, iaitu problem statement. So dalam problem statement ni saya bahagikan kepada 4 bahagian. Ini saya rujuk kepada beberapa buku research methodologies, how to write the better problem statement in our research. So I have divided the problem statement into 4 parts. The part A is ideal situations. Part B is current situation or reality of your problems. Part C is consequences. And part D is significance of the studies. So di sini, okay, di sini terdapat beberapa table. Table yang pertama adalah table paragraf. Di sini table adalah tables source. Di sini adalah tables users input. You akan jumpa macam ni, input, users input. Kemudian ini saya reference here, macam ni, reference. Baik, di sebelah kiri anda adalah di mana semua maklumat daripada literature anda perlu letak di sebelah kiri. Di sebelah kiri sebagai rujukan untuk kita menulis di sebelah kanan. Di sebelah kanan adalah di mana bahagian ini anda perlu membuat paraphrase maklumat di sebelah sini. Di sini perlu ditulis menggunakan ayat anda sendiri, atau you have to paraphrase. Okey, baik. Di sini kita memerlukan buat paraphrasing lah, dan di sini bahagian contoh, let's say sebagaimana yang kita telah tadi adalah kajian saya adalah halal purchase. So segala maklumat tentang halal purchase, literature yang berkaitan dengan halal purchase perlu saya cari dan perlu saya simpan sebaik mungkin lah. Okay, let's say this is the first article yang saya gunakan untuk kajian saya kali ini. Okay, baik. First article. Okay, baik. Bila kita merujuk di bahagian pertama, bahagian ini, bahagian problem statement adalah di bahagian ini, yang pertama, jika kita lihat di sini, bahagian A adalah ideal situation. In this section, describe the goal or desired state of given situation, phenomenon. It means your problem here. That will be your ideal situation. Di bahagian ini bermaksud anda menerangkan terlebih dulu sebagai pendahuluan penulisan adalah segala maklumat yang dalam bentuk yang positif tentang fenomena yang anda dikaji. Sebagai contoh, saya nak buat kajian tentang halal purchase. So, saya akan cari sedikit maklumat tentang maklumat positif. The positive side on this. So, let's say that I'm using this article. Daripada artikel ini, saya berminat dengan ayat ini sebab ayat ini memberi gambaran yang positif tentang konteks yang saya mahu kaji. Jadi, so di sini saya akan masukkan maklumat di sini. This is the literature that I use. Just put here. Okay. This is saya ambil daripada maklumat. The first from the first article is Muhammad Fauzi. So I have to write the literature here. Copy and go to the Mendeley, literature search, and paste and look for the article. Okay, this is a Muhammad Fauzi's article. So from here, copy as formatted citation, just put here, and kita kena simpan di sini dalam bahagian ini, just masuk di sini sebagai kita punya literature. Okey, jadi saya ambil daripada Fauzi 2000. So lihat artikel ini pada tahun 2000. This article is 2016. So 2016. Fauzi 2016. And set all. Fauzi's et al 2016. From the first article, saya cari maklumat tentang the ideal situation dulu, tentang halal purchase intention. So saya akan buat, okay, my problems adalah halal purchase. So saya akan buat satu subtopik here di sini, satu subtopik sebagai memudahkan saya. Ini saya akan buat, okay, halal purchase. Okay, halal purchase. Okay, alright. Dari maklumat yang positif tentang halal purchase, saya letakkan di sini dulu sebagai maklumat saya, sebagai literature yang saya cari. Just put here. Kemudian saya pergi kepada artikel yang kedua. Let's say this is my second articles, which is contains about the halal purchase intention. So I am interested with this words from this article. So I'm just copy the information from this article, and then I put in this site first. This is a literature site. So I have to write the literatures. So I'm just take here. I'm taking from Prana Gard and et al. So 2017 di sini Gard et al. At all 2017 saya letak kat sini. So saya ambil daripada dua ni. So langkah yang kedua adalah saya pastikan bahawa maklumat ini mesti ada dalam saya punya maklumat. Okay, just put here. Okay, saya cari kat sini dulu. Okay, di sini graph. This articles found in this Mendeley. So saya copy As formatted citations, saya letak di bahagian reference terlebih dahulu. Alright. Okay, let's say this one. So jadi apabila saya rasa berpuas hati dengan maklumat yang ada di sini, so saya akan buat paraphrasing di sini menggunakan ayat saya sendiri. Right? In your own word. Di sini. Write in your own word. This is write own word. That's your opinion. Di sini adalah menulis dalam your own word. So, let's see apa yang buat. So, we are doing your paraphrasing here. Maklumat di sebelah sini adalah maklumat daripada literature. Kemudian anda transfer ke dalam your own word here. Maklumat ini di sebelah sini adalah maklumat yang kita sendiri. So, kita buat sendiri halal in Arabic simple okay, contoh saya buat kat sini. Halal adalah sesuatu yang dibenarkan atau diberi keizinan untuk digunakan tanpa was-was. Contoh, this is my word. This is my words. Okay, this is my word. So, daripada ayat sini saya transfer ke dalam ayat kat sini. Diberi keizinan dalam tanpa was-was. Contoh, this is my word lah. This is my word. So, let's say lah, I'm writing all of these things like this. This is contoh lah, contoh. This is my word. Contoh. Okay. So, di sini saya masuklah maklumat. Konon-konon ini adalah example. So this is assume that this is my words, my paraphrasing word. So I'm writing here. I'm write all of this thing here. Okay, this is you can editing here. Bila kita copy daripada daripada PDF, ayat dia memang susunan dia agak lari sedikit. This is my word. So the second so make sure the Fauzi kat sini, the Fauzi et al, this is include here. Fauzi et al 2016. So kena ada kat sini. Okay, go for the second maklumat yang kedua. Okay, di sini. This is our maklumat yang telah kita paraphrase berada di sebelah kiri kita kan. Okay, second. Kemudian we are moving to the second part here adalah current situation. Current situation is describe the condition of prevents the goal state of value discussed in step 1 being achieved or realized this time. Dalam bahasa yang mudah adalah di bahagian ini adalah kita kena buktikan dalam the negative side. Negative side about di sini negative side about our problems. Okay, di sini is mean that bagaimana kita nak membuktikan negative side adalah di sini anda masukkan the relevant data atau ratio or report, government report or etc. Because this can strengthen your arguments about your problems. Let's say lah kalau kita kata halal purchase intention. This is a big problem in Canada. Why? Because most of the Muslim people in Canada, they're looking for the halal food. It's too difficult to find halal food there. So the problem is big. How much percentage atau what's the data show that the problem is happen in Canada, contoh. So kita kena carilah, baca dalam literature, cari seberapa banyak maklumat yang ada menggambarkan tentang ratio or report or something yang menggambarkan itu adalah masalah yang berlaku. I can show you satu contoh problem statement yang baik, yang menggunakan data-data tertentu yang dapat menggambarkan itu adalah problem yang sangat kuat untuk dibuat kajian. Okay, so we are starting. Let's say ini adalah contoh kajian. Okay, this is the second part is current situation, is the reality. So kita kena cari literature dulu tentang ni. Okay, let's say let me look at the second part. Okay, the current situations. This is my former proposals. So Moreover, okay, let's see like this is the potentials of informations that I'm using for the second part. Okay, kita park kat sini. Okay, this is okay, let's see. Look at this. No. Okay. First, look at this. Okay. Moreover, lack of adequate equipment access issues. A copy here. This is an example of my former problem statements. And then look at this. Base of findings. Okay. Okay, this is. Look at this. Contoh di sini adalah maklumat-maklumat daripada saya sendirilah. Okay, di sebelah kiri adalah maklumat yang kita ambil daripada literature. Let's say lah kita jumpa dalam satu literature membincangkan tentang masalah itu. Okay, Muslim consumer sensitive consider halal. So di sini kita berminat. Dan maklumat yang kita dapat daripada artikel ini berbentuk negatif yang menggambarkan bahawa problem kita itu is a big problem. So kita boleh ambil ayat ini, just kita copy and then kita letakkan di sebelah kiri kita dulu. Okay, di sini. So macam biasa kita akan ambil citation daripada artikel ini. Make sure you text all of the information about the article that you are taking just now in your reference list. So just paste here, copy here, and copy as formatted citations. Just put in the reference part. Okay, here. Okay, jadi sekarang ni kita dah selesai dah kita punya reference. Kita ambil daripada Pools and all 2015, the information here. So let's say this is taken from Pools et al 2015. Okay, make sure it is on your reference list lah. Okay, so when you are finish this, you just go to the save button, and then you can the button change to the green colors, mean that your information is saved properly. And then we can okay, after you are finished writing all the part in the four table given, so you can preview. Then we start preview. Look at this. We scroll down. Okay, this is our problem statement. So the problem statement appear here that we are writing just now. So let the software arrange your problem statements. So according to your writings. So this is we have to change this. And the third part is consequences. The consequences is mean that what is the consequence if the problems are not settled, are not been discussed properly. So what will happen? So di sini anda perlu menggunakan write on your own word and your own opinions about if the problem are not settled, are not discussed, are not discussed properly and not settled tidak diselesaikan dengan baik, apa akan berlaku, what will happen. So di sini macam biasa di bahagian kiri adalah maklumat, anda baca. Kita buat pembacaan, you have to read, you have to find the literature, what the literatures give us the overview about the consequence about this problem. So according we will find maybe in this article. So let's say this is the part, the informations might be used in this consequence. So just put the reference here. So we're taking from who, just write down. This is taken from this. Let's say I took this from this article. It's a Noraza et al 2014. Untuk Noraza et al. So sebenarnya saya Noraza et al 2014. So saya letak kat sini, and then I make my my paraphrasing here. So let's say this is my paraphrasing. So just write down here. Dia tak berapa cantik sikit bila kita copy daripada apa ni, daripada PDF. Dia memang tak cantik sikit lah. Okay, let's say this is my words, my own word here. After I'm doing paraphrasing according to this literature, so this is my word. So let's say, okay, just put here, this is my problem statement, let's say. Okay, please do not forget that no raza at all should be included in this reference part. So the no raza, so we are looking for this no raza. What the title of this article? Does halal image strengthens Polynesia patronize? Okay, just copy here, go to the Mendeley and just paste here and look for this literature, and this we found that as Noraza here, just copy as formatted citations, just put in a reference part. Please do not forget Noraza should be included on your reference list. Okay, after you finish doing this, just press save buttons, and you can preview, you can find your problem statement written properly, just in properly, and a sequence of the data is going to be good, properly arranged, properly written in the row that we have to write. Okay, so this is the problem statement. Okay, this is an example of a problem statement writings, and then we are moving to the fourth part is a gap study. Gap study is after we are finishing our problem statement, we have to make some literature metrics. I'm just from this part, I'm right here, just a gap study. This is my opinion, only my opinion. There is no citations about all the book, but some universities say that this literature metrics, or some universities say use literature mappings or something like that. But saya menggunakan nama sebagai di bahagian ini gap metric untuk memudahkan anda membuat sedikit mappings ataupun sedikit literature matrix yang dimana kita akan ketengahkan gap dalam kita punya literature. So saya akan tunjukkan kepada anda. I will show you how to do this mappings. Okay, let's say this is my literature. Okay, let's say okay, this is the articles. Okay, articles. From this we have to fill up these tables. Okay, this table, author, the table is the author. Came from, no, kita just we look for this article, easier. Okay, this is the articles, from polls, just write poll, and just put in author part, the author. The topics, I mean the title of the articles. No, not this one. Which one? This one. No. Okay, developing, so model analysis, blah blah blah. Just copy, put in the topic side, topic part. Just paste here. Year of the articles. Which one? 2015. Just put here. 2015, and the findings. What the major finding of the article? You have to write. You have to read. So the easiest part is just we can look at the this here, research findings, copy and put in this part. Okay. Method use. What the method use of this article? This article is a quantitative article, so we have to write here quantitative. Okay, this is contextual gap. Contextual gaps mean that what are difference between your research and the current literature that you are read. Please please find whichever difference, sama ada perbezaan daripada segi konteks, tempat kajian, responden kajian, penggunaan instrumen kajian dan sebagainya. Jadi kita ketengahkan dari sini, what the context, so perbezaan konteks, apa is gap from this article. So we have this according to this article, the research has been done in Iran area. Yeah, this is okay. Okay. Okay, the Iran area, Iran has been conducted in Iran. So this is in conducted in Iran's regions. Okay, the difference is in our research. So we have to read and just find a gap here. Okay, let's see like this. The respondents of include in this article is use what from research methodology since the presentation. Considering, so just we can look and the last part, limitation and futurists. Although the research objective realized limitation should be regarded, research mostly concentrate on halal brands, only on halal brand, the others brands. So this article just mostly concentrates on halal brand only. There's not it's not the other brands not include. So this is the other gaps we found. Often results cannot be generalized. So second study merely considered foreign theories in Iran, which have been done in Iran. Okay, right. Halal brand is globally entitled necessary extent. Third, information of the research are collected on halal brand growth stage. This is what has been done in these articles. And then what's here? Correct. Let's move to the variable gap. So variable gap says what is variables. Future research, look here, should pursue on effective factor which is to buy product halal growth maturity. Further research should investigate which is buying product halal brand is halal researchers. Okay, we can find here another hand typically invest in developing process buying halal product regardless of case study. So we can which is investigate effective factor by important reflect. Okay, so tendency performs and mention orient. Let's say this literature suggests us to explore the other factors of halal purchase, just like brand. It's a brand. Halal brand. Okay, just did halal brands affects the halal purchase intention, of course. So this current literature suggests us to explore the halal brand factor, which is effect of the halal purchase intention. So this after you're finishing fulfill all of these things in this box, just press save. The informations given appear here. So if there is some additional information you want to include, we can do some editing here. Just press editing buttons, so we can make some editings ataupun make some additional information. So let's say lah we want to add some others variable we have found in this article. So let's say the religiosity. So we can update here, so the religiosity appear here. This is what we call the literature synthesis. So after we've saved here, just go to the last part and press save. We can preview here. We can see the tables automatically arranged in the second chapter in your research templates. So okay, let's say we want to write down our we have found our research topic. So just go to research titles and write down your research title here. The relationship relationship between halal brand towards halal purchase intention in Canada. Okay, let's say this is our research topic. So just press button save, just press button preview. So in your research page, in your first page, the topics will appear here. So this is my introductions of this software. So saya setakat ini dahulu saya pertontonkan kepada anda bagaimana basics how to use this software, bagaimana asas untuk menggunakan perisian TCD ini dalam penulisan tesis anda. Mudah-mudahan ia boleh mempercepatkan penulisan anda, insyaAllah. Of course, I will sure that this software will strengthen you, or will your writings getting fast if you are using this software, hopefully. Okay, thank you.